So the printer is almost complete. We put every part together, and now we want to test the extruders to make sure that we can extrude some filaments. Now, in order to do that, first thing you need to do is to take out the nozzle. And the reason you do that, you take out the nozzle, is because you want to make sure that the nozzle is clean, because very likely there are lots of small pieces, parts, dust, I don't know, different materials already gone there in the assembly process. And if you just directly try to extrude the filament, it is very likely that you would clog the nozzle. Alright, so I'm just opening the nozzles from under. Alright, so this is the nozzle, and you just want to make sure that you can see the hole from the other side. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of difficult, but if you take it into the light, you should be able to see through. So this is a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, and then I'm going to remove the nozzle for the other head as well. First, move the bed a little bit lower. So I have some room to work with. So this is the second nozzle, and as expected, this nozzle is actually clogged, so I don't see the hole on the other side. And need like a pin or a needle, anything, right? Just to clean the nozzle. So I've cleaned both the nozzles, and next step is to start feeding the filament through. So already put one of the filaments in, so it's manually, you put it here, push it all the way through, and then it will go up, gets out, and then goes into the filament. Then right now, just remove the camera. Right now I don't have the nozzles in. I'm going to continue pushing the filament so that the filament sticks out from the other side of the nozzle and taking out all the debris. Okay, so now that we know that the filament is clean, Put the filament back. That should do. And now you can put the nozzle back in place. And you would want to sort of tighten it. That's it. Alright. Then the next step is to come to the printer face and set the temperature. So this is ABS. I'm going to say at 230 degrees. I'm at the extruder 1 and do set. So now the temperature is going to rise. It might smell a little bit in the first place. If you saw some smoke, then immediately turn off the heaters, because smoke means you are burning the plastic on an extruder sensor. Most likely you will need to replace the temperature sensor if you heat it up so much that you get the smoke. So we don't want to go at that position, but a little bit of a smell is fine. It's just showing that the extruder is getting hot and it is just the first time. Alright, so we are at 220. 217. Okay, that's about 230. Now in the speed, before it was on 1000 because I just wanted to extrude quick. I put it on 200. So 200 is almost the maximum speed that you could extrude filament, and then length of 10. And then I'm going to change this to 250. For the ABS, you could do up to 260. After 260, you may burn the ABS. But the hotter the ABS it is, the easier it is to extrude it. So we wait for a little bit till it gets to the 240, 250. It usually becomes a steady 10 degrees before the target temperature. Okay, so 234, 236, that should be fine. And then you hit extrude. And extrude. So right now, the filament is being extruded. And we should be able to see the actual filament coming out of the nozzle. Alright, so the extruder one is good. And as you can see, it's paper thin 0.2 millimeter filament. Okay, so I usually do reverse for 10 millimeter and turn it off. Turn off the filament. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to place a new filament. What I usually do is I take a plier and I push it a little, make it a little sharp on the nose. So it is it's like a little cone. This makes it easier to go through all the way. Something like this. Can't get a reading on it. Yeah. Anyway, so you would want to push it through here and through this hole and then move it up. All the way. And if it doesn't go up and it's not sticking out from the other side, you could push it with 2 hands. But once it sticks out from the other side, hope you guys can see it. Yeah. So it's the yellow color. Now once there, you want to set the speed to 200 and then the length of extrusion to 1, switch the right extruder and then you flip extrude. And then once it is trying to extrude, you push the filament in just a little and then it should be able to grasp it and then push it down. Right, so again, same procedure as before. I'm going to set the speed to 1000 so that it can move fast. Go down until it sticks out from the other side. I've already removed the nozzle. Alright, and then just touch it, make sure that it's clean. Do some reverse. And then put the nozzle back. So there's the nozzle. I'm going to put it back. So these things you have to do the first time only, and after that, it doesn't require all these things. You just feed the nozzle, feed the filament through, and it will go in. No need to do any cleanup or. One thing quite important is that you have to have a clean filament, and I'm going to show you guys how you can make sure that it will stay clean. Alright, so once in there, then I'm going to come back here, heat it up to 250. And then wait. Now I did notice that the temperature takes a while to go up. I realized that the voltage selector was on a 220, but I'm on 110. So I flipped the switch to 210, and now it's supposed to move a lot faster. Okay, so it is hot, and then I'm going to come back here and start extruding. Oops. So extrude with 200 speed for 10. And here's the filament. Alright, so I'm going to set reverse for 10 and turn off the heater. So the reason you reverse it is because for ABS it doesn't matter, but if you're doing PLA, you don't want the PLA to be inside the nozzle and then you cool it. Usually put it back, pull it up a little for about 10 millimeter and then turn it off. This way it just works better, like it doesn't jam as often as if you leave it there. Alright, so next step is to try to level the bed.